sit here in this space, this dark sea of tranquility, sharing the stars with the movies that we know and love. And some of those we don't really love. All together now. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And out. And together we say, hello, Mom. It's me, your son. Good luck. And welcome back to Halloween Horrorfest Spooktacular 2021 Origins Part 3, The Return, Unrated Director's Cut. And we're back for Saturday. And as Saturday, that means it's time for another Saturday sequel, where I pick one of the movies from a franchise that you know and love, but probably not the one that you actually like. But today may be a rare exception, because today I'm picking a movie from a well-known franchise that overall blows. But this one is actually kind of good. We're talking a pretty big franchise here. You know the one. And this one may be better than the first one. You guys, you gotta talk about Paranormal Activity. You see, earlier this year, my wife Allie and I made the comically bad decision to sit down and watch every single entry in the Paranormal Activity franchise. Because, despite having been one of the most influential horror films to come out in a generation, I'd never actually seen Paranormal Activity. Now, I admit, this is mostly because I'm a stinky doo-doo boy who thinks himself too good for these movies. This opinion, I admit, was mostly due to the series' reputation of having really low production values and overutilizing cheap jump scares. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna
jump scare.
I'd even heard that there were a few hidden gems among the franchise, and friends of mine, people that I trusted, told me that the third one in particular was pretty good. So, with that in mind, Allie and I hunkered down for a week and subjected ourselves to the Paranormal Activity cinematic universe. And from that experience, I learned 3 things. Number 1, people are chumps, and they can't be trusted. Number 2, I am, in fact, a stinky doo-doo elitist whammy boy. And number 3, I am too good for almost all of these movies. Almost. In all fairness, credit where credit is due. The first Paranormal Activity movie is actually pretty good. It's a slick, relatively conservative little movie that knows what it is and knows when to pull punches. But man, oh man, does this series have diminishing returns. To say that the Paranormal Activity franchise goes downhill would be like saying that diphtheria is a bit of a bad time. Right off the bat, Paranormal Activity just dives deep into its incredibly boring lore. It is self-important and so uninteresting. And the movies just become so poorly executed, with nothing to offer but ridiculously predictable jump scares. I'm not gonna do it again. For 3 entire whole-ass sequels, Allie and I trudged through the mire that was Paranormal Activity with the hope that even one of these sequels would be worth it. Maybe I was just tired. Maybe I had just been beaten down and laid out, left for dead after watching 4 of these movies. But may God have mercy on my soul. I actually like Paranormal Activity 5.
The lady who got killed, she lives right under me.
I had an idea. Let's go check downstairs. Holy, there's blood everywhere.
Katie and Christy.
What is this?
This is some black magic stuff.
Hey.
She's got pictures of you. How does she have pictures of you?
Directed by Christopher Landon in 2014, Paranormal Activity 5 The Marked Ones isn't perfect. Hell, it's not even that original, basically playing as a mishmash of Paranormal Activity 1 and 2012's Chronicle, but somehow, maybe even better than either of them. The story isn't great, still aping on the awful lore that the previous movies had dedicated themselves to, but it's simple enough to just service the real star of the show, the atmosphere. This entry ditches the boring, drab middle-class suburbs for a more run-down apartment complex, and boy, does it work. There's a grimy, decrepit feeling that makes the scenes feel forbidden. This plays well in contrast to the sweet friendship dynamic shared by the main cast. The family works so well together and feel authentic and likable. Team Abuelita all the way.
What are you doing, man?
I can't help but wonder if maybe this was the movie that my friends meant to tell me was the good one, because Paranormal Activity 3 ain't it. In other words, watch this one if you have to watch Paranormal Activity. As for rating, that, honestly, it's a pretty fun little movie. I don't know if right now it's streaming anywhere, but when I caught it, I think I watched it on Amazon Prime. I had to rent it, but it was on there. And there we have it. Another Saturday sequel in the books, and would you believe it, we are halfway through this year's Halloween Horrorfest Spooktacular. And be sure to come back tomorrow for Sunday Classic, where we will watch, you guessed it, a classic movie. As for which classic movie, well, here's a hint. This movie is my kink. And if you feel so inclined, click that link. It'll take you to my letterbox, where you can follow along with this year's Halloween Horrorfest Spooktacular list. Click like and subscribe, because I told you to.